Hi and welcome back to Cheeky Crypto. My name's Chris and it's fantastic to have you back with us for another video. So in today's video we're going to have a look at my 5 projects that I think are going to do really well this week. Before we get into those, we will revisit last week and see how the projects got on that I called out for last week. Really like to do this. It really sort of is really transparent and kind of gives you guys an idea of what to expect. Now, with all that said, September is the month of dumps and it's very challenging to predict some of these projects, but I think we've navigated through relatively unscathed on a week-by-week basis. But yeah, let me know in the comments below if you think I've missed any projects off that you think are going to do really well this week. Really like to read the comments and get the flavor for what people's thoughts are in the market, right? So if you like this sort of content, mash that like button, subscribe, tap that bell, select all those notifications so you never miss a video. And let's get down to the desktop and have a look and revisit the ones that I called out last week. So I'm going to start with the ones that didn't do so well. So the first one was Quant. This was at 353.27 when I called it out, and obviously Bitcoin decided to misbehave, and we had a relatively big pullback, right? So it's down about 16% from when I initially called it out at 295.50. But I do expect this one to do really well long term. So if you did invest, I guess this is the point where you just don't panic. You don't sell when you're at a negative, and obviously none of this is financial advice. It's just my opinion, and this video should be treated as educational purposes only. This is a solid project that I decided to call out, and I'm pretty sure in a month or two's time, it's going to be tremendously improved price-wise from where it is currently. So this is one. So 0 out of 5 there. And then we will move on to Polka Dot. So Polka Dot was at 33.79. This one was one that I've had on 2 weeks on the bounce, because I was like, this is a solid project. We know that there's lots of work going on in the background, lots of people building on Polka Dot, ready for the parachains, and the price hasn't had that price discovery that we're expecting. So yeah, it's one of those down, I think it's 12%. So I called it out at 33.79. It's now 29.46, down 2%. Again, mainly because of the retracement. There's points in the month where you could have probably sold for a little bit of I say in the week that you probably could have sold for a little bit of a profit. But it's almost like as soon as I did the video, the very next day the market sort of retraced. So it's one of those, again, the hardest month to really sort of navigate through. So this is the 2 that I didn't get bang on, unfortunately. So let's move on to the next 3. So I called out Singularity Net. Now although it's down 4.24 for the day, it's actually up from when I called this one out. So this was at 0.3663, and now obviously it's up and it's at 0.3774. So it's about 3%. It's not a huge gain, but it's a gain nonetheless. And again, Singularity Net is a fantastic project. All of these projects are solid projects that we expect long term to do remarkably well. And this is why we always suggest, looking at dollar cost averaging into the market, right? You can get yourself some fantastic deals. So this is one that we got spot on. So 1 out of 3 so far, and we'll move on. Harmony. So this one again is up 1.9% today. So when I called this one out, it was at 0.159. It's actually up 7% for the week, which is fantastic, at 0.1701. Again, this project, Harmony, solid project. I think I said that I think people are sleeping on it. I do believe that. And this is one that we expect to do really well. We do expect it to go on a tear. Timing is the hardest thing, right? And this project is doing some wonderful things, lots of bridging, and we expect it to do remarkably well. So again, another great project for the long term. And then we've got Cosmos here. So this one was at 39.53, so it's up 3%, now 40.85, up 1.56 for the day. Again, solid project. So you know, we've basically got 3 out of 5, right, for this week. So you know, not bad going, bearing in mind the month that we're in, where we normally see these retracements. And for me, you know, this is a fantastic group of projects that are going to do tremendously well long term and in this bull cycle. So do let me know what you think of last week's performance, and you know, let me know if you actually made any profits. Did I miss a project that did remarkably well? And I know a few people are going to call out a particular project that I know did remarkably well, but you know, interested to see your views and opinions. Right, let's go on to this week and what I'm calling out for this week. Right, so obviously you're aware we've been at the Cardano summit, and you know, for me, Cardano down 5.74% today, mainly because of the retracement in the market at $2.27. You know, there's at least 4 announcements that we're aware of from the Cardano summit. Do check out the channel for the videos to get the details on those. Massively undervalued, and we expect this one to do really well off the back of all of these announcements. Once people have time to digest what it actually means for Cardano. So yeah, fantastic, solid project for the long term, and also for this bull market as well. So yeah, Cardano's the first one that I'm calling out. The next one is 𝗕𝗘𝗧. So lots of rumors about a potential partnership of sorts or an announcement with Cardano. I haven't seen that just yet. Down 10% today at 0.5313. Solid project's going to do really well. Again, long term and in this bull cycle, and for me, massively undervalued right now. So it makes it into this week's projects that I think are going to do really well. So you know, let's see how this one progresses. Solid project. Moving on. XRP, so 0.9414, down 0.53% today. Again, I think this is a project that's going to do really well. Again, you got everything that's going on with the SEC. I don't think that's going to be resolved anytime soon. But this is not stopping Ripple from, you know, going ahead and doing what they do in other parts of the world. And for me, I expect some price discovery for XRP this week, along with the rest of the market. So you know, it's going to be an interesting week, but I'm expecting next week that you know, we're going to do really well with these calls on these 5 projects. But do let me know what you think. Should XRP be in this week? Let me know. Moving on, we've got Zilliqa, so up 0.12%. So it's currently at 8 cent 378. Again, I think this is undervalued. I think this project's going to do well. So yeah, dig into the websites. You know, go to CoinMarketCap. They've got the website for all of these projects on there, and you can dig in and you can, you know, basically have a look and see, you know, what they're doing and what's on the roadmaps and all that sort of stuff. So do check these out if you're not sure what these projects are. So yeah, I think this one's going to do really well this week. And then you've got Hadira. Again, lots going on for Hadira. So at 0.3402, up 0.31. Can't talk today. It's been a long weekend. So again, I think this is undervalued. I think it's going to increase in price this week. I think it's going to do really well, you know, with everything that's going on in the background. But timing is the hardest thing. But I do think this project is going to do really well. So those are the 5 that I wanted to sort of call out for this week. If we have a look, so we've got we have a look at advice.io. So Zilliqa is at a B3. That's moved from a C1. So again, I expect this one to start improving. Again, one of the reasons why we've called it out on here. And then you've got Hadira. So A3. So again, solid project's going to do really well in our opinion. And the AI seems to be aligned to that. We've got XRP. Again, this one's a B2. It's still a B2. It hasn't moved. So again, I expect this one to move potentially tomorrow or in the coming days, and you know, expect some improvement. 𝗕𝗘𝗧𝗪's an A3, obviously, you know, down massively at the moment. Again, I think this is way undervalued, and I expect some price discovery for 𝗕𝗘𝗪. The AI kind of aligns with my thoughts and opinions on here. And then you've got Cardano, B2. Again, solid project. You've got all these announcements. So it'd be interesting to see how the artificial intelligence sort of aligns with XRP over the next day or so, right? So, you know, is there potential for this to go, you know, perhaps to like a, I don't know, an A2, for example, with all the announcements? You know, you're likely to see Chainlink and a few others move. Are we going to see that for Cardano with the artificial intelligence? You know, it's something that I'm expecting to happen. It's in here just purely based on the announcements that we've had, and I do think people are going to be bullish on Cardano when they start to digest some of that information of these partnerships and what it actually means to Cardano and the partners and the real world, right? So there's, you know, there's a lot to take in, and lots happening when it comes to Cardano at the moment. So do let me know what your thoughts and opinions are on the 5 that I've called out for this week. Really interested to know if there's any that you think I'm sleeping on, missed off, that, you know, you think should have made it into the 5 for this week. With that said, I appreciate you taking the time to watch today's video. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Tap that bell just to make sure that you never miss any videos. Select all the notifications. That's really important. And if you really want to support the channel and you enjoyed the content, mash that like button, smash it, tap it, whatever way you want me to phrase it. Just get that done, and I'll catch you in the next one. Take care.